it's Jessica from Peace Love Books, and today I'm here with the video I told you was coming, and that is fall romance releases in 2025. I'm so excited for fall reading. I've already done an entire guide of my recommendations / TBR books that are already out, but this is a recommendation video of books coming out soon. So a lot of these come out September, October, I believe. I don't know if any of these actually come out any later than that, but these are prime fall reading picks that I'm so excited for. I did an entire post on my Instagram of all these books. So if you are not following me over there, go ahead and check it out. I also want to share the shirts I normally get are from Book Babe Designs. This is not sponsored whatsoever, but I love her shop so much, and she should have just done a drop on Sunday. I'm filming this Saturday, but it's not going up until into the week, and she is having a new drop of new fall stuff. So we have this one that's kind of like fall into winter, and I wore my other one by her in my video last time. I have a bunch of summer shirts from her, and I'm so excited to place another order because I'm obsessed with her stuff. So I'll link her down below. Like I said, not sponsored at all, but I just want to share. But I'll go ahead and get to some of the books I'm going to talk about. I have a lot. I have like 20 that we're going to chat about, and the first two are actually ones I was sent physical proofs of. Oh, some of them actually are also coming out in August, which is very exciting as well. So they will be there for you when you want to read them. But the first one I am so excited for. Like, I want to dive into this right now, but I'm in the middle of a video that I have to get up in the next few days. So I have to finish those first, and then I have a couple arcs, and then I can finally dive into this book. But this is the Honeycrisp Orchard Inn by Valerie Bowman. The heroine is an event planner who has to come back to her small town to help save her parents' inn, and the hero is the son of the owners of the apple orchard in town. Oh, it takes place in Long Island as well. She lives in an attic apartment. Oh, he actually is living there. So she's supposed to live in this attic apartment, and he's there. So they're forced to live together as roommates. I did not know that part of this plot. I haven't read past the main synopsis. So a fun fact, Valerie Bowman actually usually writes historical romances, but this one is a fall romance coming out in September 2025. This comes out in September. For sure reading this. Another fun fact is that I used to love Molly Harper. I was reading her, I think when I was in high school. Like, she was some of the first fun vampire romances I was reading, and so she is coming out with Never Been Witched, and this one releases actually August 12th, and so this one says that she's in a precarious position for a witch. She's isolated from her coven, and she is keeping herself from her sisters to protect them. So she goes searching for the final missing Welling locks to protect her ghostly residence, and she distracts herself with a job offer from a handsome, filthy rich Colin. He needs her expertise to restore his historic Duchess Hotel. Okay, so there's apparently ghosts in this inn, and he had hired her to help him bring it back to its former glory, and they fall in love. So a haunted inn, we have a witch heroine. This sounds so good as well. Those are the only ones I have physically. We're gonna go to my phone now and look up all the rest of these because I want to let you know just at least a little bit about them. Next, I noticed, because we have the Crescent Tea Room, something like that, and I have not read that yet, but I didn't realize the author is coming out with a new book called The Witching Moon Manor, coming out in October. The cover is stunning and gorgeous. So it says that the sisters return to bargain with fate once more. I guess it's gonna follow, oh yeah, so The Crescent Moon Tea Room is the first book, and now it is thriving, and I guess that followed sisters, and this book also follows them, so I'm assuming you can't read this as a standalone. So they all have their own things going on, and then they're drawn back home in search of refuge in each other's companies. So they all just struggle with things, and it's them coming back together to this tea room. I don't know if it's romance or not, but I love this cover and it sounds so cute, so I'm excited. We all know how much I love The Marriage Text by Sarah Blue, and she has a new book coming out in the series called The Fang Arrangement, which is a vampire romance. I am so excited for this one. So she agreed to go out on a date with a wolf shifter, and the night would end with her covered in vampire blood, accused of murder. So she has to make a deal with someone or face the vampire council. So she's a witch and he's a vampire, and he's gonna help her. It sounds so cute. I love this series, so I think I'm gonna love this one. This one I saw because I was trying to look up romance recommendations for the fall that were coming out, and it's called Love at First Fright, and the cover is so cute. So she can see ghosts. I love a good ghost story, especially when they can see ghosts. I don't think that he's a ghost though. So it says he's haunted by his past, and they discover a love that is supernatural. Oh wait, is he a ghost? Oh, so she actually is a horror author, and she is in a spooky mansion filled with ghosts, and that inspires her horror novels. And oh, he's not a ghost, he's an actor, so he's acting in this horror movie, but It sounds really cute and I love that cover, so I'm definitely excited. The next one is called Ghost Business. So we are on theme with ghosts. This is Jen DeLuca. I actually did not get around to reading her more like ghosty paranormal one last year, and this is the second book in that series. So this one is about ghost tours, and they're clashing ghost tours. So she loves supernatural history. She guides the one and only ghost tour through the town's most haunted spots. And there's a newcomer in town who's the son of a Fortune 500 businessman. He's a former theater kid, and he decides to form his own ghost tours. They clash, but they fall in love. So I think that sounds fun. I'm excited. I need to read the first one though, definitely this fall. I do love a good punny title, so the next one is Scary in Love, which comes out in September. So this one says she's always been called a bit strange. Mansion reopens as a Halloween haunted house, so she buys tickets and invites a first date, and he panics and runs off, and she is left injured and in the hands of one of the actors. Oh, and it's the guy that actually inherited the inn. So they end up having a romance. How fun. So, so cute. Okay, those are the ones that I wrote down. Now I'm gonna go to my Instagram post that I had done and chat about all of these. So we do have Uncharmed by Lucy Jane Wood, which I know I talked about in my other video, but I am going to talk about it again. This one, I don't know if it has a romance in it. I really did enjoy the first one. It was definitely very cute and cozy. And this one is another cozy fantasy where the heroine is practically perfect in every way, and then she has to mentor a troubled teen with extraordinary powers. So I don't know if there's going to be a romance involved, but this cover is pink and orange and I'm obsessed, so that's gonna be good. Then we have There's Pumpkin About You, which comes out the end of August, and this one is a party planner and a grumpy pumpkin farmer. So she is going to plan her friend's 30th birthday. She wants to create this awesome experience, and so she wants to have it at this pumpkin farm, and it's the perfect venue, and she needs to get the gorgeous Grouch on board. So it's about planning this party. The early reviews are not good. It has a 3.4 average rating, but maybe they're just not in the fall mood yet. I don't know. Next one I saw because the cover reveal recently happened, and that's Drawn Together by Juliana Smith. I do think that this is a closed door romance, so know that going in. There's a children's book author with a children's book illustrator, and they're rivals to lovers, set in New York City, enemies over email, friends in real life. So it's giving You've Got Mail inspired, and it does say You've Got Mail inspired with a twist. So they become reluctant friends over their mutual need to advance their careers in New York City. This actually sounds really cute. She wants to teach him about love stories, and he'll teach her how to embrace the shadows in her work, and then their boundaries start blurring. So that sounds really cute. I do think that I read one by her that was a Christmas romance, and I wasn't super in love with it. I did give it 3 stars, but I read that a long time ago. 2022 is the last time I picked up a book by her, so we'll see how this one goes. Next one I just actually requested on NetGalley. Any cover that looks like Lori Gilmore's covers, I need, and this is by Harper Graham, and I think this is actually her first book, so I'm assuming that she made that name kind of like Lori Gilmore, so that it's like, you know, like Lauren Graham, Harper Graham kind of thing. But this says that he is a laid-back handyman with irresistible hazel eyes, and she is a coffee-loving city girl. We love a city girl visiting a small town, and it is enemies to lovers in this small town. It's Gilmore Girls plus spice plus everything fall. So she's a food writer, and she's called back to the small town to save her childhood home, the Cinnamon Spice Inn, and she's not looking forward to seeing her ex, now a sexy bearded handyman. This sounds so good. He's super frustrated when he comes face to face with a girl that got away. He agreed to renovate her family's inn, so they have to work together. I hope I get approved to read this because it comes out really soon. I feel like it comes out in August. Yeah, the end of the month it comes out, but I did go request it because as soon as I saw it, I was like, I need this, please. The next one also just has a really cute cover. It's called Kindling by Bonnie Woods. This also comes out in August. We are being fed so early. I love that they're coming out in August. I know it's so that they have the September, October readers who can pick it up, but I want to start now. So she arrives in Scotland. Give me a fall romance in Scotland, and the last thing that he needs, he is a local woodcutter, is a pretty girl distracting him, and he can't leave her stranded, so he allows her to stay at his cabin for the night, and she sees him swinging his axe, and she's determined to get through his gruff exterior, and he invites her to stay a little bit longer, and they fall in love. So that sounds so cute, and there's a puppy on the cover. So adorable. Another punny title, we have Love's a Witch by Trisha O'Malley, which I feel like I've read actually her... Did she write like a summary? Did she write the bow? No, she didn't. Oh, so she actually writes a lot of Scottish stuff. That's where I've heard this name before. So Love's a Witch I also believe takes place in Scotland. It does. So it says she's hexed, he's vexed. It's Scotland, most magical small town, and their feud might just spell disaster. So she swore she'd never return there. And her 25th birthday is looming, which is the day witches come into their magic. Her grandmother summons her with a task to break a curse haunting their bloodline. And he is the grumpy mayor, and he's worked tirelessly to create a haven for magic folk. And the last thing he needs is them causing trouble, and it's their romance. Sounds super, super cute. Then we have The Heartbreak Hotel. Give me something that takes place at an inn or a hotel, and I am for sure sold. So this one comes out in September, and this one says that it is a bed and breakfast for the brokenhearted, and she has a degree in counseling, a wealthy boyfriend, and then her optimism is tested when she's dumped and left unable to afford rent. So now she asks her reclusive landlord to let her stay for free in exchange for renting out the house's rooms as a bed and breakfast. So he agrees, and he is a 30-something veterinarian, and they fall in love. I love that. I love it when they are dumped but go for someone better. Then we have a Hexcellent Chance to Fall in Love with. There's actually a sapphic one, and it says it's a spooky paranormal romance where two women break their curse and get the HEA they deserve. Ooh, so there's a Halloween store that appears every year. No one puts it up or takes it down. It just appears and then disappears. And for 5 years, the heroine has been tricked into being like a keeper of the store. So she can only appear when the store does and then disappears when it goes away. And no one ever remembers her until Christina walks through the door. And they can only spend 10 weeks together before she forgets her. That sounds so good. I love that paranormally aspect. It kind of reminds me of like Ashley Poston books, so I'm very excited. Then we have The Most Unusual Haunting of Edgar Lovejoy. We have just another really cute, it looks like an inn on there, and this one says Jamie designs haunted houses, but they don't believe in ghosts until they meet Edgar, who is a tall, clever, and beautiful and haunted. Is this a ghost romance? Oh, Edgar lives and has like been haunted ever since he was a child, and it's their romance. I don't know if he runs into the other character because they're working on his house. I don't know, but one of them can see ghosts and the other one designs haunted houses. That sounds so fun. The next one, gorgeous cover. Violet Thistleway is not a villain anymore. This one comes out in November. So this is a powerful plant witch and a grumpy alchemist have to work together to save their quiet town from a magical plague. It is a debut cozy fantasy romance. Like every single buzzword I could have is in this book. I am so excited. So that sounds adorable. Then we do have a few that did get picked up. So I did talk about Julia Olivia's romance that I read last year that I absolutely loved, but we have Fall I Want by Lyra Parrish actually being republished in a really cute cover. The broken-hearted billionaire visits their small town and he asks her to be his fake girlfriend. So they need to pretend to date because her ex returns and he pretends to be her boyfriend to protect her. They decide to fake date through the holidays. Sounds really cute. Then we do have A Nest of Magic, which comes out in October, and the cover is just so cute. So, so, so cute. And this one says, in this town, nothing ever happens. The heroine is a librarian, and she doesn't fall for mysterious strangers. She doesn't go for long walks in the woods, and she does not believe in magic. So, oh, it says that she has her cabinet of chocolate. That's so cute. She makes a bet with her best friend who leads a hike in the maze-like nature preserve behind the library, and she meets a mysterious woman who challenges everything she thought she knew about her town. Oh, is this a sapphic romance? I don't know, but it sounds really cute. I love a good librarian cozy romance as well. Then we have A Love Like Pumpkin Spice by Haley Frost. This comes out early September, and this one says she caught her fiance with her sister, and her parents told her she was overreacting, so she packed her best friend and what was left of her dignity and flees to Wayward Hollow, a picturesque small town, and the town's beloved veterinarian is gentle, attractive, and has a sixth sense for broken things, including her. So this one sounds like a really cute, it says friends to lovers, emotional healing, cinnamon roll hero, cute pets. I need. This has like a crazy long title. So it is The Good Girls of Maple Lane, a heartwarming new adult romance of dogs, second chances, and the unbreakable bond between a struggling vet and her rescued golden retriever. That is literally the title on Goodreads. But I love a good veterinarian small town romance as well. So she is a struggling vet student. She's almost going to give up on her dream because she is in debt, juggling 2 full jobs. And then the local rescue organization reaches out about a neglected golden retriever, which she has no time for, but she decides to just take the dog. And oh, she starts a TikTok account. Okay, this kind of reminds me of, oh, what is the dog's name? Tiki on TikTok. Oh, Isabel is the owner and she now has, I think Itzy is the new dog's name. I love watching rescue dogs on TikTok. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. Tiki just like stole the internet's heart. I love how he's happy in his new home. And then, sorry, she opens up the neighbors in her building, including Everett, the guy next door who dropped everything to help her save Aggie, which is the dog's name. So that is so cute. Okay, this sounds really good. And the last one I have is from Alexandra Bellafleur. The cover is stunning. It is called The Devil She Knows, where I think it's like a literal devil. So this woman makes a deal with the demon to win back her ex-girlfriend after a proposal gone awry, and the girl of her dreams is actually the devil, like the demon that is helping her. That sounds so fun. I love it when authors who usually write contemporary go into more of a paranormal side, so I cannot wait. And those are all of the romances coming out in the next few months that I am very excited for that scream fall. There are over 20 of them, so hopefully you found something that you're interested in. Lots of small town, we have vets, we have kind of like escaping, and we have inns, lots and lots of inns, which I'm excited for, and lots of paranormal too, which I'm also excited for. So I don't even know where to start, but I'm so excited to read all of these. Let me know what you're excited for, and if there's any other releases I did not get to, I would love to hear. And if you made it this far, leave me a leaf in the comments down below, like fall leaves. Leave me one of those emojis to let me know you have watched, and that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching and have a good day. Bye.